Xbox officially confirms the Bethesda deal, Phil Spencer talks exclusivity for the first time, and Aaron Greenberg hints at more Bethesda games on Game Pass. Welcome everybody and thank you for joining me. So last week I complained that there was not enough Xbox news. Well, it seems like things are now starting to turn around with the Bethesda deal finalized. Now by this point, if you have not noticed, the theme of the week is Bethesda. Yesterday I spoke about the deal being pretty much done and a possible event for 11th of March. Well, right after I posted that video, Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg came out with official statements. So today I just quickly wanted to go over some of the things that Phil Spencer and everyone else at Xbox said when they announced that they have officially bought ZeniMax. So let's just start off with the big one, and that is the statement that Phil Spencer made regarding exclusivity, because that has been on everyone's minds. Now on the Xbox Wire blog, Phil Spencer made everything official by stating that the deal was done, but then he also went on to say the following: with the addition of the Bethesda creative teams, gamers should know that Xbox consoles, PC and Game Pass will be the best place to experience new Bethesda games, including some of the new titles in the future that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC players. So as you can imagine, that is the one thing that most people latch onto. This is the first time that Xbox has officially stated that there will be exclusivity. We have heard other executives talk about games playing best on Game Pass, but no one has said anything about platform exclusivity up until now. So I would like to break down what Phil Spencer said in that statement, because the key word here is some, and I think what I said yesterday still holds true. Not all games will be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem, meaning consoles, PC and mobile. $7.5 billion is too much money to pay not to have exclusive games, but $7.5 billion is also a lot of money that you need to make back, and the best way to do that is by including PlayStation. If I need to make a guess on exclusivity, I would say that they will probably take a look at the size of the game and the cost of the game. The massive games, with a few exceptions, will be multi-platform. That is the best way to ensure that you make the most profit. Now I still think that some big titles will be exclusive, especially new IPs. In fact, I would go as far as to say that every new IP will be exclusive, but I do think big games like Doom and Elder Scrolls will be multi-platform games. Now the second part of what they mentioned here is Game Pass. Most people know that Game Pass plays a big part in the future of Xbox. Again, yesterday I said that Xbox will be talking more about Game Pass this week, as per the comments made by Jeff Grubb, who up until this point has been spot on. So yesterday Aaron Greenberg tweeted, "Welcome Bethesda, we now have one of the largest, most creative and quality first party studio lineups ever. A great day to be an Xbox fan. To celebrate, we are bringing more Bethesda games into Game Pass later this week, stay tuned." So those comments do seem to confirm two things. Xbox has some sort of thing planned for later this week, and we will see more Bethesda games on Game Pass. Now the big thing I would like to hear more about is future games and Game Pass. Will every Bethesda game going forward be on Game Pass day and date? Up until this point, that is the commitment that Xbox has made, and I have no reason to believe that they won't continue that trend with Bethesda. I do expect them to make that official this week. This is also something that is going to be interesting to keep your eye on over the next couple of years. Up until this point, Xbox have not really released any major big budget first party titles on Game Pass. There are some games like Microsoft Flight Simulator, but nothing compared to what is to come. Xbox has a bunch of massive first party games on the way, like Fable, Forza, Perfect Dark and Halo, and that is just to name a few, and excludes all of the Bethesda games. This is going to be a true test for Game Pass, taking say 10 massive AAA games that would have sold between 5 and 15 million copies at $70 each and putting them on Game Pass. How sustainable is that? Can you still make a big profit? They currently have almost 20 million subscribers, but how many do they need to be profitable? And I think that is the big reason why Xbox is pushing so hard to get Xbox Live Gold people over to Game Pass. Doing what they are doing is going to be expensive. Game Pass is by far the best value in gaming right now. There is nothing that comes even close. It is the most consumer friendly thing that you can do. A company that is just releasing all of their massive games on Game Pass for $10 is huge. They also have a the $15 service, but that just includes some extra features and PC. They release all of their first party games on the $10 version as well. Game Pass is the only reason I can afford a console right now. I don't want to go back to paying $70 for a game, which is why I always advocate for Game Pass. But doing what they are doing comes at the cost, and it will be interesting to see how profitable this model is 3 years from now. But on that note, this is where I'm going to end it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing, and as always, please remember to stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and I hope to see you again soon.